It's that absolutely awesome time again to unpackage a donation. This donation is from a very loyal subscriber and great guy, Matt. It's all the way from France, and I haven't looked in it, I promise. I haven't looked at any of the stuff. I just had to rip it open to double check that it was his package, and indeed it is, because I have read the note. Now, the note is extremely interesting, guys. This is a first for one of these donations, and it's a fantastic idea. So, basically, the note says, "Hi Tom, as I'm not much of a writer and more of a YouTuber, I thought I'd take the time to speak to you face to face. So first it says, I've got 3 instructions. It says, first, go grab a HTC One M8 and enter, and either watch this in the video or watch it as B-roll footage. Second, go to," and there's a shortened URL there, "go to said URL to watch me through our favourite site, YouTube. And third, enjoy the items. They've been, let's have a look. They've been risked with you in mind," I think that says. So, absolutely fantastic. And there are also some links at the bottom, guys. I will put all of his links in the video description. I am so pleased with this. It says rock on. It says rock on from France, Matt, at the bottom, big smiley face. Awesome. So, guys, I haven't watched this video yet. I've queued it up ready. I queued it up on the computer screen here, just so I could watch it in full. And, yeah, I'm going to stick it as B-roll now and we'll check it out.
Hi Tom, it's me, Matt, aka that fellow Brit from France who always enjoys chatting with you on Twitter under the name Apple Habitus. Hope you're doing well. As I'm not much of a writing person, I thought I'd be one of the first ItsMyNaturalColour viewers to make a video so that you can meet me face to face, well, at least through a camera and through YouTube, and also to meet one of your many online friends who are always all over the world, such as Christian from Germany, who donated that Mac Mini and that Galaxy Tab, and Tanner from Canada from back in 2012, who made that donation with the, I think it was the Power Mac G4 parts. Anyway, yeah. Basically, the way I say friend is because a lot of us viewers, we consider you a friend, really, even though we never met you, you never met us. But, I mean, come on. I went and looked back at the original GameCube Game Boy player, which as I mentioned to you originally when we first discussed this whole donation, was my first ItsMyNaturalColour video. And back then, that was 2009. And it's crazy to think that 5 years have gone by, and yet all your passion and your drive to make amazing high quality videos has never ceased to amaze me, and the fact that you just do it with such a unique style to you. Apologies if I'm always looking down, just I have notes, like I said, I can't remember this off the top of my head, my memory is so horrible. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed this video and this donation. The main part that we discussed in the donation is in there, but I advise that when you open the package, look for small hidden in gems. There's always a couple just hidden in there. I'm not going to spoil them, but I'm only going to give you 2 hints for 2 pieces. You might like them, you might hate them, it's your choice. The first one involves the letters G, B, C. Say that again, G, B, C. And an old UK TV show from the 90s which involved robots, and one of them was called Matilda. See if you can catch that. Second involves a Kickstarter project, which was quite recent, called Pressy. And this thing is a knockoff of that, but it's the same sort of concept. And it also involves your HTC One M8, and actually I'm a HTC One M7 user, so I know it should work for you if it worked for me. And again, have fun with them all. Oh, and side note, if you and your girlfriend ever want to have a nice holiday and have a nice break from everything, you're always welcome down here, and I will show you around the French Riviera, and there's always such stuff for you, stuff that you might like, stuff she might like, stuff we might like together. And I hope this fight and this step also shows. And also, I'd like to make a little message to the other viewers. If you can't make a donation, that's fine. Tom appreciates very much the support you give online, whether it's through Facebook, through Twitter, a nice comment on YouTube, whatever. You don't have to donate just to be an IMNC friend of Tom. Just give him support and support what he does, because he makes such amazing content. Anyway, guys, this is Matt, aka Joy Double Tech on YouTube, signing out, and as we say here in France, au revoir et à bientôt.
So guys, I have literally just watched that video the same time as you guys. And yeah, you can just see the kind of support that I get. Matt, to you directly, huge thank you. I really appreciate you making the time to make that video and upload it, and talk to me directly, and also address my audience as well as a true member of the subscriber base. That really means a lot to me. And to everyone else, I know that I've got hundreds of Matts out there watching this video, and for him to do that is just really great. There's something about it. I don't know. The support I'm getting lately is just absolutely phenomenal. And Matt, from the bottom of my heart, huge thank you. And to everyone who donates, like he mentioned, you know, Christian and other people that have donated, just a huge thank you. And of course, like he said, donations or no donations makes practically no difference. The support is the main thing. You know, it's handy to get stuff to review or stuff to talk about, make videos about, and I love it. But he was on about the support. You know, if you can't donate, and you know, nobody expects you to donate. I'm stumbling over my words here, but hopefully you guys can tell that I really appreciate it. So of course, yeah, fantastic. So let's get on to this, because I'm sure you're all dying to see what's in here, and then I'll probably have another outro clip with some more, you know, emotional stuff that I always go through in these donation videos. So we have a package with a couple of things in here, and I'm super excited to get into this. Okay, so now I'm going to check every last inch of this package, guys, because I don't want to miss anything, because he said there's surprises around every corner. So that's it. That's it for the padded envelope. I don't know what to handle first. Let's move this Amazon one off to one side for a second. And let's take a little look in here to see what this is. I can barely do this, guys. I am so fortunate to get these donations. I cannot express how much I appreciate it. Okay, so in here we have, boom, yeah. What is that that's dropped out of there? Hang on a second, guys. Okay, so, oh my gosh. Crazy. Okay, first off, let's just talk about this first. Now, we originally discussed this. This is an OWC SSD. More specifically, they're calling it the Mercury Electra 3G. I think that's how you say it. So he's donated an SSD. And SSD donations always shock me, because, you know, people are always using SSDs. I think this is the third SSD that I've received, and I just can't quite believe it. They're so handy, and I just stick them in old computers, make awesome videos about them, really popular videos, and I love it. I really love doing so. So that's the SSD. That's the item that we discussed. Really appreciate that. And everything was originally revolving around that SSD. So next up, I was not expecting this. We have a CPU. This is an Intel Pentium 4, I believe. I have really bad eyesight, so I can barely read it. Sorry guys, I just had to adjust the white balance there, because, you know, I wanted to show off this this CPU in a decent looking video. So there we have it. I can barely read that. I can't even read it on the camera monitor. Hang on, let me get my magnifying glass to read it on the camera monitor. This is not very professional at all. Hang on, come on. Let's have a look. I believe there's a 4 there. Intel Pentium 4. You guys can obviously see it miles before me, because you're seeing it in full screen. Anyway, it's a Pentium CPU. And that is looking super exciting. So I love receiving CPUs. Bonus little gem. Absolutely great. Brilliant to have in your box of tricks. Fantastic. So this popped out of the package as well, and he spoke about this. I think I know what this is, right? And this is cool. This is really cool. This popped out, and he spoke about this in the little video that he did. I believe this is a button. I think you take off this rubber. At least I don't want to pull it just in case. I think you take the rubber off, and it's like a headphone jack. Yeah. Here it is. That was protecting it. There you go, guys. It's a headphone jack, as you can see, with a button on it. So you stick that in the top of your phone. Oh, Oh, this is cool. I've always wanted to give these kind of things a shot. I saw, where's the headphone jack on here? It's at the bottom. So you stick that in there, and it's a little, very low profile button that sticks out the bottom, and I believe you can assign that to do pretty much anything you want. It uses special signals going into the microphone port, so that could be like take a picture, start a voice recording, share my location to Facebook. I think it could be that kind of thing. So that is really cool. I think that's what that is. I'm not 100% sure, but it feels like a button and it fits in that hole, so that's cool. In here we have nothing else. Good. Just triple check, because there are a few surprises lurking around here. Right, let's move that down there. Now let's take a look at what's in this Amazon little package. And I'm very excited about this. What have we got here? We've got some awesome old school stuff. Okay, guys, this is cool. This is cool. Now, Robot Wars. Yeah, he said 90s robots and Matilda. This is Robot Wars for the Game Boy Color. That's what that's what that's the letters he was doing, was Game Boy Color. I can't even, GBC. So yeah, Game Boy Color, Robot Wars, freaking awesome. And there's a funny story behind this. When I first got my Game Boy Advance SP, the first game I got for it as part of the bundle was Robot Wars for the Game Boy Advance, but I always wanted Robot Wars for the Game Boy Color, so now I have it. And of course, in true style, I have my Game Boy Color right here, because I still play it. Hang on a sec, let me get it out. Let me get it out, guys. Oh wait, it's not in there. My games are in there, all my games. Where the hell's my Game Boy Color gone then? It must be out already. But anyway, yeah, that's awesome. Awesome. So, a nice Game Boy game. Now, I don't know if you guys have these in America. These are Top Trumps, and these were so popular when I was in school. Now, these are some Top Gear Cool Cars Top Trumps. Never had these ones, so this is really cool. And they're basically like a card game where you have statistics on various things. Like I had the Simpsons ones. I also had, what else did I have? I had a few different types of ones. And it shows like statistics of all the cars and stuff. And you're basically trading and battling against each other, who's got the best cars. So you pick and you sort of say, well, speed, top speed, 180 or whatever. And then if they're lower, then it works like that. This is awesome to get a pack of Top Trumps. This is crazy. This brings back so many memories. This is so cool. And I always liked the fact that the cases were different colours. So this is a white case, looks really classy. I remember that the Simpsons one was red. I don't know why I'm primarily remembering the Simpsons one, because I had quite a few when I was younger, maybe 5 or 6. But I think that's because that was one of my favourites. But yeah, that's really cool to receive. Also, we've got some other stuff crammed up in here. We've got a CD. What is this? Guys, this is a throwback. This really is a throwback. This is a Busted CD. And I believe Busted is still going now under, with McFly, joined together, Muck Busted or something. I don't even know. But I believe this is their first album or their most popular album or something from back in the day. I remember when I was in primary school, a couple of girls from my class went to see Busted, and they came back with the t-shirts and everything. It was absolutely crazy. And a funny thing is, let me just have a look at the tracks here. Let's have a look. What I go for school for. Let's have a look. Sorry about the quick little jump cut, guys. I'm recording this after recording the video, but I've just been speaking to Matt via email, and he told me it was signed. I've only just noticed this. So, talking about this CD, and it's signed. Check that out. That's really cool. A signed Busted album. That is bonkers. Crazy stuff. Looks legit. And I took the cover out just to have a look at it. But yeah, that's crazy. So, sorry about that little clip, guys. Sorry I didn't notice that at the start. Back to the video. Yeah, this is cool. I don't know what album this is, but yeah, this is a real throwback, real throwback. Haven't listened to these in a long time. Obviously, I don't optionally choose to sit down and listen to bands like this, but this is such a blast from the past. These 3 things here are just a massive blast, like throwback to the 90s for me there, because, you know, Robot Wars was always on telly, you know, Top Trumps so popular, and these are the newish style of Top Trumps, but these are the ones that were around when I was little. And a Busted CD, that's crazy. I completely forgot that Busted existed, to tell you the truth. Still a couple of goodies in here. Let's have a look. What do we have here? Oh, we've got some memory. This is cool. Oh, and before we take a look at what memory it is, we've got some Apple stickers. Awesome. You can't go wrong with a couple of Apple stickers. There they are. If I hold them up to the light, you can see the apple shining. That is really cool. Pop them there. That's a really nice touch. Now, this Amazon thing is indeed empty, as you guys can see. So that is safe to put down. Oh, fantastic. Let's take a little look at what this RAM is. So we have two SO-DIMMs here, two laptop DIMMs. Small memory DIMMs, as you can see. PC380-500, I think that is. Yeah, DDR3, 4GB in total. Wow. Now, this is actually quite high-spec memory to get donated. Like, you know, I get a lot of sort of DDR sticks through, and sometimes DDR2. But to get a couple of DDR3 sticks that are bound to come in handy is fantastic, because it's nice to keep stocked up on computer parts. You never know what you're going to need. You never know what kind of stuff you're going to use. So this is an incredible donation. So exciting, very different, and I love the video integration also. Let me put this in the frame as well, just so everything's here. Everything that he donated and the note. So we've got all that there, guys. Such a lovely donation, very, very thoughtful. I really, really do appreciate this. This is absolutely wonderful. So guys, I've just had a little bit of time off camera to sit back, relax, reflect, have a look at, you know, just, I've laid this stuff out here, as you can see. I've just looked at it and just thought, yeah, this is so nice. And to everyone who donates, everyone who supports me, huge thank you, huge thank you. As a roundup then, we've got a CPU, I think it's a Pentium 4, my eyes may be deceiving me though. 4 gigs of laptop RAM, DDR3. We've got an OWC SSD. We've got a throwback section here to, you know, my childhood basically. Robot Wars, Busted, and a pack of Top Trumps. We've also got this cool doohickey that goes into your, it's just pinged somewhere under there, that goes into your headphone jack and performs certain actions on your phone. Very cool. Always wanted to try one of these out. And last but not least, we have some Apple stickers, which always completes the donation. So, huge thank you, Matt. I really appreciate it. If you guys would be so kind as to go down into the video description and check out Matt's links, that would be fabulous. I will definitely be doing so. And this is just mind-blowing. Absolutely love this donation. Absolutely love all of the donations I get, and this is just getting better and better. We've hit 10k now, guys. The channel is getting huge, in my eyes anyway, and I'm just loving it. So this is all from me at the moment. I hope you guys have enjoyed this awesome little video. Of course, go back and watch yesterday's video if you haven't. Check out the next video that I do, etc, all that cool stuff. Check out his links in the video description. I hope you all have a brilliant day, a brilliant week, brilliant everything. I'm just on cloud 9 at the moment. I love donations. This is so cool. Huge thank you, Matt. I really appreciate it, and I hope you continue to watch the channel and enjoy all of the content that I'm trying to make for you guys. And yeah, this is really special. I'm going to go and edit this video before I ramble on any longer, guys. Huge thank you for watching, and I will see you all next time.